Hey, what is up, fellas? It's JPS Delivers. Hopefully, y'all all having a great day, or at least if you're not having the best of days, try your best to think positively about anything negative that's happened to you so far. Damn, look at this right here. So far, it looks like dunk contest participants announce Donovan Mitchell and Ben Simmons headline. It's interesting, man. It's funny to see that, considering not their beef as much so to say as their you know I don't know. Who knows? But like the whole controversy about rookie of the year should have just been Ben Simmons, anyways. But that's just my 2 cents. But here we go. We're 29 and 22 right now. About to play the Thunder in OKC. I was gonna go to the Pacers, but I already played with them. I played against them. I don't wanna. I just don't want to do that. So that's exactly what I'm going to do: is not play them. So far, still six in the conference, two behind Charlotte and Philadelphia for the fourth spot in the conference. The Bulls fallen down a little bit, but the Atlanta Hawks done pretty well. Paul George and Gary Harris. That looks like a nice duo with Sam Adams, Steven Adams. So they got a pretty good defensive team right there. And Tony Parker as point guard. Jeremy Lin. You got Karis LeVert with Stephen Curry and company and Kelly Oubre and Nurkic on the Orlando Tragic, doing pretty well. Power rankings, we're in the top six. I'd say top 10, but fuck it. Sounds better to say top six, right? Instead of like top seven, top eight. So we moved up, playing pretty well. We won 2/3 of our last 15 games, as you can see last month at 10-5. Last 2 weeks, 6-1. Last week has been 3-1. But yeah, let me go to the calendar. We've played pretty well. I mean, especially with this, but not in the last week. It must be new, because it's basically 1-3 in the past like week. Maybe I guess you could say 3-3. But about to play Zach Lavine, John Wall, and Andrew Wiggins in the Thunder. Should be an interesting game. But here's the award races right now: James Harden and Giannis ahead of LeBron. Steph Curry's up there. You got Ben Simmons as well. He's playing pretty well. But LeBron James, definitely for sure. I'm trying to get him up there. It'd be cool to have him as most valuable player. I mean, Giannis is so well up there all the time to win MVP. So it'd be nice to have that with LeBron. Obviously, Luka Doncic. Just working on updating my roster. So the next draft, I'm gonna have to, before I go to the draft, I'm gonna have to go through the roster real quick to just give it, oh, these are the biggest increases, biggest upgrades, and ratings, and that dude is definitely one of the biggest ones. I'm not going to tell you what he went from 82 to wherever, but it's really interesting to see where he ends up, as well as a couple other people and stuff. Marvin Bagley, he might have gone up too. He's playing very well. I do like this rookie class. Interesting rookie class. Wendell Carter Jr. I know he's still injured, but in real life. But you got Trey Young's playing better lately. DeAndre Ayton's playing better, especially in the offensive end. He's still needs to work on his defense. But Mason Plumlee is right now sixth man of the year. Dion Waiters right there. So it's an interesting group, with Colin Sexton. It's pretty interesting to Colin Sexton be sixth man of the year, but he's not up top not on top, but one of the rookies of the year. But you got Giannis again for defensive player of the year. Makes sense. Top three when it comes to blocks and steals. Most improved, again, 2017 game with the updated roster. So you got the likes of Jokic and Giannis up there for most improved. But yeah, again, Giannis and James Harden, top two right now for MVP. And I'm trying to get LeBron up there. Last game, just a sick game by LeBron. Very fun to play. So here we go. Oh, my bad. Stephen Curry, 29.5 points per game, leading the league. And then you got rebounds per game. You got Jokic, 14.1. Him and Towns are technically the top two dudes. You got Drummond not too far behind with Hassan Whiteside. You got John Wall leading the way by nearly 2 assists per game on top of the next person, which is Steph Curry. And then you got LeBron, the top three. So, yeah, that's going well. Steals, Kawhi Leonard, Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, and then you got Giannis at fourth. And then Giannis #2 at blocks behind no other than, Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid's gonna beast. That dude is a very good down low defender. He's fun to watch. It's fun to see him and Jokic and those likes with this league. They definitely fit this league well, even though they're just two big men. Compared to a league that's kind of guard centric when it comes to, guard and like wing centric. LeBron, he's an athletic guy at his size, so can't really say he's a power forward or something like that. He's just a very athletic forward sized player who just plays the wing beautifully. So you got stuff like that. So it's cool to see someone like Jokic, who's an amazing passer. You got Joel Embiid, amazing defender and offensive down low specialist. Cool. Way the fuck better than Andrew Wiggins, who I'm about to play. But last time I bitched about that, that's got my ass kicked by Andrew Wiggins. So we'll have to see about that. But yeah, y'all. As always, I'm gonna go cut this one short. I got to do a couple things work-wise, just to listen to while this is playing. But yeah, as always, y'all, I appreciate the support a ton. Look at that; it's a really young team besides John Wall. But should be interesting. Jesus, hiccuping and shit. But as always, y'all, appreciate it a ton. Appreciate the support. I'll be trying my best to keep it up. Especially the next couple of days. I know tonight I might have one or two more videos besides this one, so we'll see what happens and stuff. Definitely have to cut the commentary short, but I'll try to my best to get back up on commentating throughout the game. Let me know though if you do just like the rundown at the very beginning, and I don't have to talk the entire time through. It's up to y'all. Of course, I'm just the one making the videos, having a fun time doing it. But yeah, just let me know which ones y'all like the most or what style you like the most. But yeah, I gotta go ahead and get it started. But as always, y'all, very thankful for the support. I appreciate it so much. My buddies and friends and those people that I do not know who are subscribed and watch these videos, I appreciate it. Hope y'all have a great rest of your day. And as always, be grateful. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it.
The Thunder out in Oklahoma City. Checking out Oklahoma City. Let's just say it has not been.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. And now, before we get to the tip.
Well, guys,
Okay, David, much appreciated. At this point of the season, Doris, near the midway point, teams really now talking about what they're going to be and where they may go from where they are right now.
Well, I think you have a good familiarity with your roster. You know the strengths and weaknesses of your team. If there's aspects you need to shore up, you might be eyeing as the trade deadline approaches. You definitely have a handle on how you win and who you are.
Are coaches sometimes, and maybe this is true with every sport, too close to it, where sometimes they need to step back and get perspective? Do they seek outside counsel, just another pair of eyes on a team and the feel of the team?
I think just like in life, you need truth tellers in your world, right? And you want people who are as good, or to be honest, you hope that you surround yourself with people that are better than you, and you know your true friends are the ones who tell you the truth.
I don't have many friends. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Murray out there with J.J. Redick, and it's LeBron James, and there's JaVale McGee, and it's Collins in at the 4 slot. It's good.
I'll tell you, Lavine's a guard, but he has the quickness, the hops. He's difficult to stop in there.
Pass to Murray. Fires for 3. Nice D from Wall. On defense, the Cavaliers, defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
You know, completely surprised by the number of turnovers and their lack of effectiveness on defense. Just a poor outing in two crucial categories.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. To the middle. Stolen by McGee. In the corner, it's James. Another three for Cleveland.
If LeBron James is connecting from the outside, the defense is in trouble. Nice stroke from downtown.
Outside, Wall. Pass to Boss. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And the Thunder from 2011 to 2014 made the Western Conference Finals twice, as well as the NBA Finals, while still one of the youngest teams in the league. They had, Greg, all the makings of a dynasty.
You felt like they were destined to win a championship and maybe multiple ones. Now you're not so sure. It's a tough business, and being very good often isn't good enough.
And so Collins nails both of them. On defense, Cleveland. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Wiggins dishes the Wall. Oklahoma City moving it around. Lavine kicks to Wall. Ring shot on the way. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And a wide open look for James. Another miss by LeBron.
Boy, a really bad collective mental lapse. They are fortunate he missed that.
Jay, the pass to Wall. And there's the 3-second violation. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Cavaliers.
And the long-range game, a staple for them offensively. It's clear they embrace the value of that extra point, and spacing the floor, something they look to do every time they're on the court.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. It's Redick on the wing. The feed to McGee. There's the dish to Murray. On the wing, James. He kicks to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Lavine with the ball.
Get out of the way. Body control. Flair for the dramatic. Lavine in style.
To the inside.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Andrew Wiggins should get a 10 for degree of difficulty. That was beautiful.
Collins dishes to LeBron. Down low. It's tipped. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And he gets it to go. Cleveland leading by 3. They set the pick. Pulls up. High post. They get it back. Collins kicks to LeBron. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
From deep, Wall. It's rebounded by Cleveland. McGee's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. James has a 2-pointer. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
You can see it. His timing, his touch, everything just a shade off tonight.
On the wing, Wiggins. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from 3-point land so far in the ballgame.
I love seeing LeBron James back in wine and gold, guys. I mean, I think he's here where he belongs and isn't going anywhere else. You know, nevertheless, he's kept that player option after every season, something that gives him a lot of control over his future.
For the Thunder, Henson's checked in for Boss. Lyle comes in for Jay, and it's C.J. Miles in for Wiggins. Outside, Wall. Lavine wide open. Offline with his 3. And LeBron with a huge voice, it seems, in the Cavaliers' decision-making. Everything from roster decisions, Doris, to who's the head coach.
Well, there's always a lot of questions about how much power LeBron wields in any organization he plays for. It would be a tricky balance for any head coach because you're in the lead role. For LeBron, he's a great player, and he wants to put greatness around him.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Well, with teams making their playoff push, you know, parity between the teams is the biggest goal of all the leagues. The NBA more than tripling revenue share. The little guys are in much better position now than they were a few years ago, maybe even more competitive now than they were a couple years ago.
That would have been like investing in Kevin Harlan's stock 20 years ago.
You'd be on the streets. You'd be in trouble.
I do think as a professional organization, and this is where the NFL has mastered things, right? Everybody should have an opportunity to win your championship, and I think that's the beauty of the NBA. Every decision they make is trying to line up the ducks so that everybody is equally positioned to have a chance to win.
It can't be done overnight,
No.
and it really is a reflection maybe more on the front office than on the play of the court. It's who you've got on your team.
Kevin, I'm a big believer in this. Not only should we show the head coach's record, let's show the GM's record.
I like that. Miles, the pass to Wall. Back to Miles. Feeds it to Burks. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
And how about the numbers here for LeBron James? Putting up about 24 points per, 10 assists and 8 rebounds. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
Now here's Murray. 14 points from him the last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Inside, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
Boy, they have a chance to put an end to this one before it even really gets started. That's how good their offense has been.
Back to Henson, passes it to Lyles, and stolen by LeBron. And here we go, fast break. James has got it. Finished off the break. James has got 8.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And Wall kicks to Miles, and he comes up with the deuce. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. James dishes to McGee, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Thunder trailing by 15. Outside, Wall. Henson with the screen. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
The pass to Murray. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. James outside. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Murray with it. Shoots. It's hauled in by Lyles.
Sometimes you've got to get right in the shooter's grill to bother him, and that's what they did to him.
They get the rebound. Kicks to Burks. Pass to Lyles. So here's Burks. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Dishes the Wall from downtown. Can't hit that one. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
You know, relying on a quick outlet pass, racing the ball up court, guys filling the lanes. They clearly want this to be a track meet.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Cleveland, Williams is out there with Miracle Man. Then it's Lance Stevenson. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Mack in at the point guard position.
Yeah, I think one thing, when LeBron returned to Cleveland, it was such a change in team culture, right? That military background that he sort of absorbed in Miami, he tried to bring that back to Cleveland. Now they're an outlier, but I think LeBron wanted the Cavs to move in that direction.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams. Number 1, the Thunder.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in block.
Here's Boss, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's his first foul.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over-the-back call.
Thunder trailing by 14. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Andrew Wiggins' ball handling lagged behind the rest of his game before he came to the NBA, but he's found he can use his size to post up immediately. It's a talent that many players don't develop until they've been in the league for years. Kevin, he's got the footwork, and as his skills develop, he's almost certain to become a superstar.
Sure does. Thanks, D.A. Now Stevenson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Harkless with the bucket.
Boy, a mistake to leave him there all alone on the perimeter. He had no problem cashing in. No hesitation, just drills it.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And so many former players do go into broadcasting after their playing days in Doris. When did you know that was a possibility for you?
Oh, I fell into this business, Kevin. Make no mistake, because I'll tell you, I had it all going on in college. Bad hair, bad clothes, bad teeth, you name it. Only thing I cared about in college was whether my jumper could match my dribble drive.
But you made the great transformation.
I'll tell you, I fell into it. I left coaching at Providence, and they put their games on radio and said, hey, why don't you give this a try? And little by little, sure, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, and next thing you know, I'm calling NBA games.
And we know coaches are so prepared. It comes out in your broadcast. I'm sure you have the same mindset toward broadcast that you did coaching.
Well, I think, you know, if you're going to have any kind of success in life, it's about how much are you willing to pour into what you do. And because the game has always meant so much to me, you know how it is. We don't consider what we do work.
Right.
Preparation is fun. Watching games is fun. Calling games is fun.
Well, it comes out in your broadcast. Here's Mack. And it's off from three-point range. Now, here's Burks. He's covered by Mack. They need this, and it falls over the rim and in. Boss has got 5 now. Cleveland leading by 18. Stevenson passes to Mack. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Lavine kicks to Wiggins. Back to Lavine, and the cheer by Lavine.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Well, the one question Zach Lavine had when he entered the NBA is whether or not he could be a reliable contributor on offense. Of course, he's put in the work to improve his efficiency a great deal in that regard.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that for Lavine is that he's worked on his jump shot to where he's now more of a threat. He upped his field goal percentage from mid-range and from deep since his rookie season. He's shown better judgment in the shots he takes. All of that goes into making him a better player.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
He dishes it to Wiggins. Here's the floater. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
He hasn't gotten many to go this quarter, but he's still trying to find that consistency.
Yep, it counts. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Down low. Boss gets the bucket. Boss has got 6 in the quarter.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
LeBron outside. There's a good screen. He feeds it to Mack. Free from Stevenson. It's rebounded by Boss. Thunder trailing by 19. Lavine passes to Jay. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Williams, a screen on Wiggins. And here is James. He's coming off a 25-point game against Indiana.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
You know, it gives you a chance to calm your guys down. Let them know what opportunities you see from the sideline.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Henson's checked in for Boss. Mayo comes in for Jay. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And John Wall subbed in for Burks. James, that's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Stevenson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, simply doesn't seem to matter how many players LeBron has around him on the inside. He finds a way.
And Wall kicks to Henson. Here's Wiles. Goes back up. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Henson.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
And that one misses. And Doris, with the behind-the-scenes access you've had for so many years, what are some things that fans don't get a chance to see, experience in the NBA?
Yeah, I think one thing that I marvel at is how seriously these men take their job. This is not, yes, they are well compensated, but by and large, these men will take your heart out to get a spot on an NBA roster. And it's their vocation as opposed to their job. These men are passionate about the league. They have incredible work habits, and I'm in awe of how hard they work.
Are you surprised too at the playbook? People just think these plays just kind of happen. Every play is, there is some script or design for every play.
It drives me crazy when people say they'll only watch the NBA in the final 2 minutes because that's when the game's decided. We are talking about the best players, the best athletes, and the best coaching there is in any level. And to me, you're doing a disservice if you don't watch the full 48.
Great points.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Redick. Fires for 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 8th assist in the game. Now here's Wall. He's covered by Murray. Here's Wiles. And he's good on the 3-ball. Wiles got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And the wide open shot from Redick. And the baseline jumper, no good. Thunder trailing by 21. Again, Lavine missing.
Might have overthought that. Not sure how he missed that one, guys.
Now the feed to James. Here's Collins. And again, it's Cleveland.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And Wall kicks to Lavine. Here's Henson. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. Well, these are players that have a job to do, and they've been doing it very well. Here's a look at the top passing point guards in the NBA over the course of the past 10 games. Number 1, John Wall.
And for the purists out there, he has been fun to watch with the ball in his hands. I mean, he can make any pass on the court and create so many easy baskets for his teammates.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
James, no good.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Got a hand on it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Lavine with the rebound. The dish now to Wall. Henson with the screen. For the 3. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there.
And that'll do it, Matt.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
Yeah, for the most part, he took only good shots. And given his success, they may want him to be a bit more aggressive in the second half.
They've got Andrew Wiggins. Lavine is out there with Wall. Then there's Jay, and it's Boss in at the 5 down low. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And last season, John Wall said he felt that he is a top 3 point guard in the NBA. While he certainly is up there, that is a pretty bold statement to make. So that being said, Doris, where do you feel he falls?
Well, you know, this is an interesting time in the NBA. Some call it the golden age of point guards, and most will agree he is a top 6 or 7 point guard and has some areas he can improve on. And with how his career arc is trending, I would say he's very close to being a top 3 point guard in the league, just not quite there yet.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Looking to get it going from 12 feet out. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Jay's got his second basket of the game. James kicks to Murph. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Struggling coming out of the break, just 1 for 4.
Wiggins dishes the Wall. Back to Wiggins. Puts it up from 17. The Cavaliers pull it in. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night. LeBron outside. He kicks it to Murray. And another miss by Cleveland.
Not how they hope to start the second half, missing 4 of their first 5 here.
Wiggins passes to Boss. Outside, Lavine. Shot clock at 5. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You know, in most situations, coach is okay with him taking that shot, even if it doesn't go in.
Here's LeBron. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
The strength of LeBron is something that is never going to go away, and it will always allow him to finish plays like that.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Brooks is checked in, and clearly Billy Donovan wants to talk it over. A lot of great defensive-minded coaches, too, in the NBA. Who stands out there for you?
Boy, this is Tom Thibodeau for me,
Yes.
right? I mean, he changes the way, you talk about taking away boxes and elbows in the NBA, loading up to ball side, giving up contested twos. That's Tom Thibodeau.
Attention to detail.
No question.
Wall wide open. The three-pointer no good.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for them to cut into this lead when he's missing so many shots.
LeBron outside. Feeds to Murray. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Outside, Wall. Elbow shot. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 10 points for Andrew Wiggins. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Murray kicks to Collins. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's a nice trip for them, getting that nice, close look in tight, high percentage shot.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
I think everyone knows Cleveland is the team to beat in the East. They steamrolled through the Eastern Conference a year ago. And I think as long as their roster stays pretty much intact, they've got to continue to exert that dominance.
Collins, a screen on Wiggins. There's the pick. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Murray, no good.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
And this Cavs team, a veteran-laden group, Doris, no question about that. And they're great, but do they have a way to get even better?
Well, it's interesting because their core players are either at their peak or perhaps on the downswing, and they probably need to luck out in the draft or free agency to move the needle from here.
And Wall kicks to Wiggins. And that one goes long.
And this is the thing. They're trying to battle back, but his erratic shooting is really hurting.
LeBron dishes to Collins. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Collins has got 19 points.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning. Incredible defense. Takes real courage to risk getting posterized and come up with a big stop.
Pass to Murray. And stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
Some contact inside. Wiggins playing big and will go to the charity stripe. You can watch Andrew Wiggins play for 5 minutes to see how naturally scoring comes to this guy. He's always moving without the ball to find space to attack the rim or try to get open. And he is a guy that will continue to add to his skill set so he can put up points in a number of different ways.
And one area that Wiggins is already very good at is his ability to score on the break. Doris, he covers ground so easily in transitions and gets a lot of free points that way.
And that's what great scorers tend to do. They find and improve on every possible way to score. And Wiggins, just like all the ones who came before him, you take portions of other players' games and incorporate them into your own bag of tricks.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That's your home. That's the area you simply have to protect.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
The Cavaliers leading by 23. LeBron with it. He's got 20. Here's Collins. Boom, he jams it straight down.
How good is King James at spreading the floor, involving everyone on the offensive end?
Now here's Wall. Defense is right there. They get it back. Henson's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Yeah, even he was surprised that shot fell. That was a crazy shot to make.
Now here's Wall. He's covered by Murray. Wiggins against James. Wiggins passes to Wall. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. And the Thunder another 3.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
And LeBron James showing no signs of slowing up anytime soon, scoring with ease.
1:39 left here in the third quarter. Wiggins outside. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. 14 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
LeBron kicks to Collins. Power down with both hands.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
Yeah, their ball movement has been superb with him on the floor, and so many of their baskets coming directly off one of his dimes.
Wall, good.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
To the middle, here's Collins. Banked in off the glass. Collins has got 10 points here in the second half.
It's amazing LeBron draws so much attention in pick and roll situations, but always looking to give it up to a teammate.
And here's Wall outside. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
No good that time. Wiggins dishes to Miles. Back to Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
You look at the numbers tonight. When Wiggins asserts himself, he's painful to defend.
Redick passes to James. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
The pass to Murray. Good, and the assist goes to James. 16 points for Jamal Murray. Wall. The shot missing. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Cavaliers on top, just dominating this one. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next.
All right. I'm calling it quits on this one. This has just been a complete shit show. I kind of had the feeling it might have been. Man, ever since getting stomped by Boston, it's like this team was just like, nope, fuck it. Nope. We're not letting this shit happen. So I'm going to go ahead and sim to the end here. Impressive ass game by LeBron. I mean, look at that. 33. He ended up with 33 points, 9 rebounds, 1 short of triple-double, and he had 20 assists. That third quarter was pretty damn special. Yeah, it was a good quarter. I mean, John Collins is playing well. Jamal Murray was playing well. The whole team was playing well. So that was badass. Jamal Murray was scoring a decent amount. I mean, John Collins had a really good game. Yeah, it's just like they didn't just. I mean, Jaren Jackson, he just gets in foul trouble, and I think that gets in the way of everything. Because like he can be a good shot blocker, it's just he gets in foul trouble quite a bit. So that's like his one downside. Mo Bamba, he's a little soft. He's the big dude that needs to fill out. He's a little soft. But yeah, John Wall, I mean, he had 15 assists. That's impressive for sure. But he just didn't have that many points. And honestly, though, I mean, LeBron responsible for 79 points. You know, that's I'm going to have to check to see if that was more than the other team score, because they didn't look like they had that many points. Andrew Wiggins did. Fucking Andrew Wiggins. But, yeah, Redick had a good game. Jamal Murray did well. Harkless in just 5 minutes tore it up. I think it just means Andrew Wiggins is just not a good defender. And then you got Hernan Gomez, who went 6 and 6 on his 14 minutes, and Mack had 6 points. 4 and 6 for Stevenson. JaVale McGee had a good game. 3 and 9, just solid from him. That's all I really need in that situation. I mean, when LeBron's playing like that, 5 for 6 on threes. You get Jamal Murray wasn't shooting. I wasn't timing his shot very well at the beginning, but my God, once that all happened, once that changed, I think it was like right there in the second quarter. Was it the second quarter? I think it was pretty much the third quarter. That was when I had all those dudes basically on fire at some point. Yeah, JaVale only had 3 rebounds, but I mean, hey, still a good clip. I mean, that's averaging like 12 in an entire game, technically, if you get per quarter. Um, so that's nice. But LeBron was balling in that quarter. Barely had any free throws. Didn't need to attack. I mean, I was attacking the rim, but their defense was just horrible. But yeah, it was a really good game. I had a fun time doing it. As always, y'all, thanks so much for the support. I appreciate it. And I'll probably make another video soon-ish. But I'll go ahead and try to upload this one. Can't have too many videos on my computer. I think it's a little bit older of a computer. So my operating system, I had to update stuff with Apple in order to work this game capture program on my computer. But fortunately enough, just because the process was long didn't mean the process didn't end up becoming well. So ended up working out. But as always, y'all, so thankful for the sport and be grateful for everything that comes to you, negative or positive. Don't matter, baby. Y'all have a good one.